I'm here tonight to give you a little more information. Beginning.
Did you hear about the unhappy ex-WWE star who reportedly begged Tony Khan to join AEW's All In event? Well, stick around, because we've got all the details coming right up. But first, who do you think this ex-WWE star is, and how do you think they'd fare in AEW? A massive wrestling pay-per-view is coming up that could shift the balance of power between WWE and AEW. But backstage drama is unfolding as unhappy former WWE stars plead with AEW owner Tony Khan to let them join the epic event. Today, we'll look at which WWE wrestlers desperately want in All In 2 and why tensions are running high behind the scenes. Just how chaotic has it gotten behind the scenes with former WWE wrestlers vying to be part of the hottest pay-per-view in wrestling? All In 2 represents one of the most hotly anticipated events in recent wrestling history. As a follow-up to the original All In pay-per-view in 2018, expectations are sky high for this sequel event to deliver big. The first All In was a history-making show masterminded by Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks. At the time, it was unprecedented for a non-WWE event to garner such hype and draw a huge crowd. The massive success of the initial All In was a catalyst for Rhodes, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and others to launch All Elite Wrestling shortly after. Now, with AEW established as a thriving national promotion and legitimate competitor to WWE, the stakes are even higher for All In 2. This event on Labor Day weekend has a chance to demonstrate AEW surpassing WWE as a new dominant force in wrestling. AEW has gone all out, securing Chicago's Soldier Field Stadium and selling over 60,000 tickets to break the company's attendance and revenue records. They've assembled a dream lineup, including fresh matchups like CM Punk vs Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, defending against the Lucha Bros in a steel cage. With WWE struggling creatively and financially, the timing seems ideal for AEW to usurp its position through a mega event like All In 2. AEW owner Tony Khan is under pressure to pull out all the stops with huge surprises and massive moments that could shift the balance of power. The backstory drama thickens when you consider how volatile the relationship between WWE and AEW has become. There is a burning desire from both companies to prove their superiority. All In 2 gives AEW a primetime stage to display their growth and energy compared to a stale WWE product. This has created demand from countless free agent wrestlers to join the All In 2 festivities as a way to hitch their wagons to what they perceive as a hot new wrestling league under Tony Khan. Everyone wants a piece of the action with so much at stake. Of course, the original All In was not without risks and challenges. Putting on a major pay-per-view independently was daunting, but the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes worked around the clock, doing everything from securing an arena to designing merchandise to promoting tickets. Their tireless grind paid off with a game-changing sellout event. Now, with the full force of AEW behind All In 2, the production should be even more slick and grand in scale. Tony Khan has the resources to craft a breathtaking wrestling spectacle for out of 60,000 rabid Chicago fans. The bar has been raised exponentially high, but with such a great opportunity comes even greater pressure. If All In 2 flops on any level, it could halt AEW's momentum and give WWE fuel in the head-to-head rivalry. However, a blowaway show could be the definitive coronation of AEW as the new king of wrestling. The stakes could not be higher. Could All In 2 end up being an even bigger success than the original paradigm-shifting All In pay-per-view? With All In 2 building as potentially the biggest AEW event, numerous former WWE superstars not currently signed to AEW contracts see this as a golden opportunity to raise their profiles and kickstart the next stages of their careers. Chief among them are former world champions like Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, and Jeff Hardy, according to backstage reports. These ex-WWE stalwarts have directly reached out to Tony Khan, asking to be included as surprise entrants or run-ins during All In 2's loaded match cards. They are eager for fresh starts in AEW after feeling misused and undervalued in WWE. Other former WWE stars like Adam Cole have allegedly leveraged behind-the-scenes friendships and connections with current AEW talent to make their cases to Tony Khan. They know spots on this hotly anticipated show could be their chance to grab headlines and showcase their skills to a broader wrestling audience. With All In 2 already sold out, AEW doesn't necessarily need these ex-WWE names to draw a crowd. However, their surprise appearances could generate valuable shock value and buzz after the fact if Tony Khan plays his cards right. These wrestling free agents argue that allowing them in All In 2 could be the perfect launching point to integrate them into the AEW fold long term. They could provide a bridge to attract fans who previously only followed them in WWE. Of course, Tony Khan taking on too much ex-WWE talent also risks making AEW feel derivative. He wants to preserve the uniquely identity and spirit of his wrestling vision, but he knows he must balance that with putting on a massive spectacle at All In 2, which surprise legend appearances could certainly provide. Will Tony Khan cave to the demands and load up in All In 2 with ex-WWE talent, or hold firm to his vision? As much as Tony Khan wants to book an unforgettable All-In 2 show, he also needs to manage locker room morale and politics behind the scenes. There are risks of current AEW stars resenting former WWE wrestlers swooping in to steal the spotlight at the company's most important event yet. AEW has prided itself on building homegrown stars like MJF, Dr. Britt Baker, and Hangman Page. While fans may pop for ex-WWE names in the short term, overshadowing current AEW talent could backfire long term if they feel overlooked on the big stage. Tony Khan also wants to preserve the unique identity and appeal AEW has built up since launching in 2019. Relying too heavily on part-time WWE cast-offs could make AEW feel like WWE light in the eyes of some fans. There's a delicate balance between deploying surprise legends effectively while maintaining what makes ARE different. At the same time, Tony Khan knows the former WWE superstars, if utilized correctly, could greatly bolster new star power and viewership. Stars like Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman still have years left in their primes and bring mass fan followings. Their full-time signings could be major coups for AEW. The reported request from ex-WWE wrestlers put Tony Khan in a tough spot backstage. He wants to appease their egos and give them career reboots, but not be indulgent that he causes rifts among his homegrown wrestlers. Morale is crucial with competition heating up. In terms of booking specifics, surprise run-ins or attacks from ex-WWE stars in All-In 2's championship matches could build huge buzz. However, granting them full matches of their own may go too far in stealing the spotlight, unless perhaps saved for pre-show undercard bouts. Ultimately, for All-In 2, Tony Khan's best play may be to limit ex-WWE inclusion to short, shocking cameos rather than extended roles. This protects current AEW wrestlers getting their big moments on the card while still incorporating ex-WWE star power. Of course, what happens after All-In 2 will be equally important. If those ex-WWE names become AEW regulars post-show, tensions over lost TV time and storylines could still flare up. Tony Khan must have long-term booking plans ready to keep roster harmony. Navigating the politics and egos of former WWE stars, current AEW talent, and his own booking vision for All-In 2 is a daunting balancing act. But the rewards of integrating the right former WWE act at the right time could be huge. It's a risky dance Tony Khan must flawlessly execute. Will Tony Khan stick to his guns or feel pressured to book major WWE stars? How he handles this could shape AEW's future. Only time will tell how much Tony Khan gives into the demands of clamoring ex-WWE wrestlers for All-In 2 spots. He's likely playing things close to the vest to keep fans guessing. But based on his track record, I expect we'll see a couple of big former WWE names pop up as surprises, while still keeping the majority of screen time for AEW's homegrown stars. A few choice ex-WWE additions could really take All-In 2 to the next level if timed right. Tony Khan is a smart booker who knows when to strive to captivate audiences while building rising talent. I anticipate he has an ace up his sleeve that will wow fans without losing one's identity. One thing is for sure, the drama behind the scenes is as intense as the action we'll ever see in the ring at All-In 2. I can't wait to see what unfolds and how this pay-per-view shapes wrestling history. Share your predictions in the comments below. Will ex-WWE stars get their big break at All-In 2? Stay tuned for more backstage wrestling scoops and analysis. Be sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you never miss the latest stories. Until next time,